Dear friends, in the previous episode, we learned what an arithmetic progression is and the typical form, the general form of an arithmetic progression. That is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, etc., where a is the first term and d is the common difference. And the common difference d is given by any term minus previous term. Now, in this episode, we will try to find the nth term of an AP. The first term is denoted as T1, that is equal to A. The second term is A plus D. The second term is T2. The third term, T3, is A plus 2D, and this continues. Now, what I will do is all the terms I will express using both A and D, and also I will use this suffix 1. I will use this suffix 2 in the next, and I'll use the suffix 3 in the next one. And how do we do that? The first term, I want to express it using both A and D and also the suffix 1. So how to do that? That is, first term T1 is equal to, I will write A plus, I will write D. So two conditions are fulfilled. A and D have come there. This suffix 1 has to come. And after that suffix 1 comes, whatever is written here, that should be equal to A. So how do I do that? I will do it this way. A plus, I have to use the suffix 1. I will write it as 1 minus 1. So what is 1 minus 1? 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 into D is 0. 0 plus A is A. So I have written the first term using A, D, and the suffix 1. Similarly, I'll write the second term. Second term is T2, that is equal to A plus D. A plus D means the coefficient of D is 1. What are the conditions? I should use both A and D, and I should use this suffix 2 as. So, how do I do that? A and D are already there. A plus D is written a little spaciously, separately. Now, this suffix 2 has to be written. The value should not change. So, I will write it as 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into D is 1D. Similarly, the third term, T3, is equal to, what are the conditions? A should be there, D should be there, A and D are already there. The suffix 3 should be introduced. So how do I do that? A plus, I'll open a bracket and I'll write D separately next to the bracket. Now I'll use the suffix 3. 3 is used in such a way that I should get this coefficient of d as 2. How do I get 2 using 3? From 3, I'll subtract 1. 3 minus 1 is 2d. So, now I think you have got a pattern. What will be the fourth term? The fourth term, if you see, is a plus 3d. Now, how do I write that a plus 3d as? That is a plus this 3 I can get by using this suffix 4 is from 4 I will subtract 1 and I'll write it as a plus 4 minus 1 into d. If I continue, what is the 10th term? The 10th term is equal to a plus, from 10 I will subtract 1 into d. That will be the 10th term. What will be the 100th term? The 100th term is a plus, from 100 I will subtract 1 into d. This will be the 100th term. What will be the 250th term? 250th term will be a plus 250 minus 1 into d. And if you continue like this, what will be the nth term? Nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d. From the suffix n, you subtract 1 into d. So the nth term of an AP will be a plus n minus 1 into d. So dear friends, you will have to know what is an AP. You will have to know the general or typical form of an AP. You should know how do we get the difference. The difference is got by any term minus previous term. And what is the formula to find the nth term? The derivation is usually not asked, or rather, it has never been asked. This derivation, this logic is for you to understand how the nth term is found out. What we use in your grade is the formula to find the nth term, and the nth term formula is Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and in the NCERT textbook, instead of Tn, they write it as an, that is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Both are the same, but I prefer representing the terms of an AP as T1 and T2, T3, T4, Tn. And why? Because already we have one A in the term, be it the first term, second term, third term, nth term. That A should not be confused with this A, the representation of the terms. And therefore, I prefer the nth term as Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Go through what we have done. Revisit the video, view it multiple times, revise, and then recall and write. Please subscribe to the channel, share and comment. Also, please take care and be safe.